Hi, welcome back to Sharon from Vivid Days. Thank you for choosing to spend some time with me this evening. I'm going to do my best to catch up because there is a stage missing right here. So I was working on video 277, which is resin art free from rose sculpture. So with the excess black, there is a little bit of red in there and gold. I popped them into a heart mould that I had nearby, and it's a hot tip from me to you. If ever you're working on anything, have a couple of moulds nearby, so if you do get any leftovers you can utilize them, and from this comes more imagination and more ideas. So I was thinking about that I wanted to introduce some more red over it and a little bit of gold and try and get a little bit more depth in there. So I've just added a nice clear coat of resin over the heart, which is very hard when you've got the beveled edges, let me tell you. Anyway, I'm just coming in and very subtly adding a little bit more highlights of the gold, and I'll come in with the red, but I wanted to keep it fairly simple, and I wanted the black on the left side and I wanted the interest to be on the right. And this is how the journey started with this. I'd got no intentions of starting creating this. This just came from the leftovers. And then by leaving it to one side and thinking about it, I keep thinking, well, how can I add value to this? Where do I want to take this? What am I going to use it for? And originally I was starting to think of coasters because it was a coaster mould. But because of the complication, put your teeth in, Sharon, with adding a top coat to the beveled edges, I got a few little drip offs, which is by the by, but it forced me to think differently, and I love that, and I really love the end result, and I hope you do. And I'm sure you could have stopped at coasters and you'd be happy with that, and that's fine, but I just want to show you how my thought process goes when I'm creating. Sometimes I don't know where it's going to take me, I don't know where my end game's going to be, but I want to be inspired and I want to learn and I want to go on an adventure, and sometimes that is what art is for me. Ooh, I'm going to breathe now. And yes, you've guessed it, there's a misstep here. So when I was inspired by this, I came in and I worked on two more coasters, the same as before, and I was just working with the black, the red, the gold, and you can see on the one that I've just poured on, it's very similar to the heart one. It's the circle, but I did the same thing, which was put my black in, a bit of red, which dropped to the bottom, and the gold, so very similar to the heart on the right. And the one at the top, I really enjoyed that the red stayed at the top, but I wasn't really happy with the gold. So even though you didn't see me pouring these, you've not really missed anything. The point is to show you how I mounted this onto my glass picture frame and turned it into art. So the one on the right I'm happy with. That's the one that you saw me come and add a little bit more gold and red. So I'm just putting that clear top coat on there, and this is where I run into a little bit of problems with it falling off the edge, but no biggie. You can just use latex underneath or use masking tape underneath and it stops any drip off. The one that I'm just pouring in now, I wanted to build on it because the resin was only half full in the mould. I wanted to see if I now follow the same colour scheme that I've got. Look at that, I'm patting my head and rubbing the tummy, pouring one and trying to layer. Oh my word, Sharon, there's no wonder you make things hard for yourself. Focus on one part at a time, my recommendation would be. Anyway, the one that's now covered up the red heart, my resin only filled half the mould. And what I've done now is added some clear because I want to capture most of it in clear so that I can raise it up a level. So I'm going to add the same colour schemes but turn it around a little bit because I wanted to create depth and I wanted to create another layer. And this one here that you see, I've just added clear, and I'm going through the same principle that I did with the heart, which is to the right, which is adding a little bit more red, a little bit more gold, and having it so it looks like a little family of two love arts and a circle like XOXO. Well, that's what I'm thinking. Anyway, I hope you caught up with my thought process on this. I will go back and revisit it right from the start as far as create a new video showing it. But this was me just working on a prototype or on a little adventure. So you didn't get to see all the process, but hopefully you understand what point I'm at now. Because from now on, I would say is the more important part. Phew, breathe, Sharon. Now I call this my Queen of Heart theme. It comes from the rose sculpture. For some reason these colours, I love them, and I think sometimes simplicity is best. The black, the red, the gold, and I think what I'm going to start to do is do themes. So I apologise apologies if you want to see lots of diversity with colours, but it's very hard, I think, sometimes as an artist to, and especially one on YouTube, to constantly move between different colours, because you sometimes you want a theme. So if you're going to do a stall or sell a collection, it's easier if you work on a theme, in my opinion, because then if you are going to be using molds, so say if I wanted to do dominoes, if I've got left over colours, I could do that, or just have a little collection, so when you're displaying them either on your Etsy store or a craft fair, it sometimes can have an impact if you've got a same colour scheme. Now that might just be my own take, and I'm just what am I trying to say? I'm just sharing my reasons why behind it, and it's not for everybody, and I think that's the beauty of art. Do whatever makes you happy. Work with whatever colours make you happy. You can't please everybody, but the most important person is to please yourself. And I think something else I want to share, if you are thinking of creating your own YouTube channel, go for it. Be inspired. Share your art with everybody. Don't let the naysayers put you off. Create the length videos, the way you present them, whether you talk or music. Do whatever makes you happy, because you just cannot please everybody. Anyway, this part here is when you're adding a second layer like this, you have to make sure that you're not going to overwork it, especially if you want depth. So I left the other one as it is, added a few of my Sharon swirls, and I was quite happy. I knew the resin was going to move. The place where I had to concentrate was the one I'm working on now. So remember, I've got a huge amount of clear in there already. So I'm keeping my colours to the bottom. So I know the red sank, and I know the gold took over. So the way I'm controlling is now by adding some more clear in there, because it's pushed the colours back. And what I'm going to try and do is make sure that the top half stays clear so I can see those bottom layers. And I'm going to get my heat gun and blow it backwards and forwards, and trying to get some of it to bleed together but create movement. So if you blow it into the clear and then bring it back, you're going to get some natural nice effects. And this actually helped the red stay to the top, and I add a little bit more because I really wanted to make sure that there was movement in that space. And my other two, the red sunk, because obviously it's heavier pigment than the other ones, and that's why it sank. But the blowing backwards and forwards and heating it up gets you that nice blending. Now I'm using a straw. Please, please, please don't tell me off for blowing it. Using a straw. I breathe in away from my resin and I blow onto it there. So don't tell me off, people. But I just wanted a very gentle movement, and that worked for me. So where are we now, Sharon? I have deconstructed some square picture frames that I have. I always have picture frames around me for adding my resin or any of my artwork. And I've made sure that they are level, and I have put masking tape behind them, so if there is any runoff, it will come away easy. Now when you're working with glass, especially glass as fragile as this, do not overheat it. It will crack your glass, and you have to be very gentle. Now I was just very mindful that I wanted a black and a red background. The reason I chose it is the heart to the left has got red and gold and hardly any black. So if it's got a black background, in my opinion, it will stand out. And the one on the right is mainly black and gold with a little bit of red. So I wanted to bring out the red. Now it's the same colour red that's on it. And this part is funny to me because I'd just spent all this time heating up my resin. I mean, I had waited until it was cured, but because it was heated up and it's self-leveling, look, they're going on their own little journey. And now I've took my gloves off. Don't panic. It's because I wasn't going to be touching the resin. I'd done with that part, but I didn't want to get any sticky marks on these particular parts. So I do go back and put my gloves on. But as you can see, it speeds up soon, so you'll see it faster. I almost had to babysit them and stick my fingers on there, so I'd not thought about that way through. And the last thing you want is these hearts to stop, so they're not centre, so they're not going to fit back in your frame. Anyway, I'm slowly making sure that there's enough resin and it's even all over, checking for air bubbles, checking for dust particles, but more important than not, making sure my hearts didn't walk off the picture frame, which was actually way harder than I thought. Look, the one on the red's nearly at the front, the black one goes to the front and left, which is just the resin self-leveling. But if I stood there with my finger on it and pushed it down, let the resin do what it wants to do, then it had enough suction and grip, and it sort of stayed there after this point. But yeah, that part made me giggle. I would love your thoughts. What colours would you have put behind them? Have you done something like this yourself? I'm really happy. I think that it's helped make the hearts pop. I think it delivered what I want, and these are going to go in my home on my wall, and I'm really happy about them. So the masking tape pulled off beautifully. There was no issues with anything. There was a good suction all around. What I do is I come in and pick out some words that are going to go above my heart, and I add a little bit of hot glue gun to it, a very tiny bit, and pop it central. And then when I put this together back in my picture frame, I hot glue gun behind it and poured just clear on. Now only a little bit of clear. The reason I did that, it dealt with any sort of marks that were on the heart from me touching them, and also it just made sure that it was sealed within that picture frame. You may not want to do that. It was just a choice that I made. So once it goes flat, I put the hot glue gun around it, and then I add my clear very thin coat with a word, and you get to see the end result. Now I will, if you find this video helpful and you want to see a more step-by-step tutorial right from the beginning, I'll show you how to do this. But I just wanted to hopefully give you some ideas on my creative processes and how I'm always experimenting, and hopefully this has inspired you. And yeah, I just love your feedback on it, and let me know your thoughts. Anyway, I'll put a little bit of music on because we're just about at the end, and hopefully I've given you plenty of information. Anyway, shut up, Sharon. I'll see you on the next video. Remember to hit that subscribe and notification bell if you want more information on when my videos are out. But keep safe, keep well, and I'll speak to you soon. How beautiful are they? Yay! We are here for review time, and I just love these pieces. I love how they're obviously 3D and coming out of the frame, the colours that have been used, but also the depth within the original coasters. The only thing that's changed since you last saw me is I popped them in the frame. I had a little bit of hot glue gun onto this and added it to the resin, and then very lightly just sealed it with clear resin just around this area here. Now to make sure it didn't leak out, I put hot glue gun behind it, so that is, the frame is now sealed into, the glass is now sealed into the frame. And I chose to put family on that because these are mine. They're going to go on my wall or my dresser and protected. And I'm going to do more of these and explore more, but I went with red at the back here because the heart is mainly black with a little bit of red, so I use the same red at the back that's through the heart. And with this one I chose to go black because majority of the heart is red and gold, but OMG. So you can have them free standing, or they can go on your wall. And I just love, you may not be able to see it in here, but the depth now, this has got a lot of micro bubbles in there, but I kind of enjoy it for this piece. I mean, I wouldn't choose to put it in there, but it's added, I don't know, like mist or the sense of movement. But I'm going to show you more how to do this. So this was with 3 different layers. So you start with the colours you want, then you come in and keep some of it blank, and then you add more to bring it to the 4th one. So you could do that 3 times, but look at it just floating in there and that gold. Anyway, thumbs up, subscribe. Can you see me in there? Hello. Anyway, thumbs up, subscribe, share. Comments are always welcome. Remember to visit my Facebook group should you want to showcase your arts. Also my Etsy store should you wish to purchase any treasures. Other than that, remember to hit that bell when you hit subscribe, just so you get notifications. And other than that, I hope that you are safe and well. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I know it wasn't too close up, but I hope you got the gist of where it is, and I hope this has inspired you. If it has, let me know. Let me see what it is that you've created. and make sure you do come back and visit me. Anyway, there's a high shine, you get my camera or you get my face in there, so I do apologise. Anyway, I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.